Welcome to Kill Team Casuals. It's a podcast all about Kill Team filmed in 3 different time zones by 3 different gents, all of whom just wanted to say that you, my friend, are a stone cold fox. Yes, you're a 14 on the Kev scale. Drink it in. Enjoy.
Well, if you're joining us today, it is definitely hard seltzer o'clock. It's Kill Team Casuals. I'm Big Ben from Battle Brothers Tabletop, rocking our new sponsor internally. Welcome him to the show.
Welcome to me. Thank you for having me, gentlemen, and I'll pass it off to my good bud Russ from GFN Gaming. Welcome to you, sir. What are you drinking?
Throw me over one of those Alco Pops. I have got just
here you go. Where are you?
a coffee.
Which way do I throw it?
Just drop it down.
I'll pour it.
Just pour it into my coffee.
Yep.
Nice. This is.
Oh, it's all empty.
Damn. That's some strong
Nice.
stuff. And while I sink this,
nice.
I'm gonna throw it up to Reese. Threes to wound.
So that's coming from this way, if I'm correct. Yeah. Yes. Thanks. Hang on. Oh, yep. Thank you. Got a fresh Alco Pop ready to go, fresh in hand, because we condone drinking responsibly, but especially when you've been working a lot and you're a little bit tired.
Yeah. Everything in moderation.
Just don't drive after.
Moderation. Yeah, including moderation. Yeah.
Well, I would say after last week, I think we're all going to have our tail between our legs a little bit here.
We might have to dial back on some of the statements.
Not me.
We were very strong. We were bold on our calls on what to expect from. I think I've keep calling it the wrong thing too. I keep calling it Soul Shackle, Shadow Vault.
We called it Soul Shackle the whole pod last time.
Did we?
Yeah, I noticed this.
I didn't even notice that when I was doing the edit.
I did on the listen back.
It's because they're all stupid names that come out of a 40K name. It's a 40K name generator.
Yeah.
These interns just go to Bell of Lost Souls that has all the stuff, and they just go all right, 40K name, cool thing, and boop, pops it out, and they slap a sticker on 1,000 boxes.
Honestly, I would accept Kill Team 2. I would accept Kill Team Box 2. I would Into the Dark the Second. That would be good enough. As soon as the name's done, it's gone.
Then we would complain. Wow, they couldn't have given us a cool name or a theme. We would complain.
Yeah,
they can't win.
Damn,
Kill Team 2.
What the hell?
Electric Boogaloo would have also been possible.
Imagine that.
I would have allowed it.
Soul Train, Electric Boogaloo, the Hot Potato. These are all names that I would have gone for.
Kill Team
Hot Potato.
Oh, too much Kill Team.
Too much
Kill Team for you to handle.
Oh.
That's a good name, GW.
It would appear it sold very well, or at least the pre-orders have gone very, very well.
Yeah.
Their website's out.
Unless everyone backs out, we were wrong.
Yeah, I believe, and I'm willing to take this one on the chin. I think my exact quote was, I think this will be the worst selling Kill Team box ever. I think that's what came out of my mouth.
Yeah, I think I agreed. I'm pretty sure I said, I agree.
Yeah. I would never say something so volatile. I would never. I probably did.
So what is it? Why?
Bloody never.
Why has it sold
why
so
do
well?
We think it,
is it the Kasrkin? Is everyone going?
Yeah,
I love me some Kasrkin, because no one's buying it for the terrain, because everyone presumably bought Into the Dark, because Into the Dark sold pretty well, didn't it?
I think something we have to keep in mind is that every box is somebody's first box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
and so we are all sick in the head because we purchase all or many of these boxes, right? But a lot of people for a lot of people, what is it? Shadow Vaults was probably their first time actually picking up a box.
But does it have the core rules in it?
This one doesn't.
It doesn't.
No. So I'd be surprised. That's why I thought it wouldn't. That's why I was like, I don't think it will sell that well.
Maybe it's people's second box. As you said, they got the first one. So now they feel like they have to get the next one. It's my second, guys.
I've already kit bashed the Necron team, which basically only required me. I only had to make one model, which was the Prentech, because it's the only model that we can't I've already got a Cryptech. I'm going to use my Royal Warden dude as the Despotic or whatever it is.
Despotic.
I have a fun name for your Printic that you can that everybody can use.
Not just me.
Necron. Yes, anybody can use. And Necron.
Nah, you lost me.
Pretty good. Anakin, Necron, and Necron, Apprentice.
Oh God, I
Pretty
just got
good,
that.
isn't
That
it?
took me a
It's
while.
pretty good.
I'm not sure if it's better that it took me a while to get.
I think it means
Now
it's
that
better.
I've got it.
I think it means that it's more good.
So he's on the
I think
he's on the
I think we
council.
should give it a bit of time. Yeah, I was going to say, will he ever be granted the rank of master?
Probably not. But he can
No.
sit on the council though.
He is meant to be 10,000 years old, so if it hasn't happened by yet for this guy, the apprentice, it's never happened.
That's a long apprenticeship.
Yeah.
What are his feelings towards sand?
Probably hates
Is he
it. Probably too
indifferent?
coarse.
Gets
Probably
everywhere.
too coarse for him. Probably a bit too coarse.
What
Yeah.
about women that were almost fully grown when he was a child and raised them? How's he
I
feeling
think
about
he's
them?
Super into those.
He's
I think
into them.
Super into those. Yeah.
Cool.
I think.
How
he's
about
super into those.
revenge? Revenge?
Oh, I probably loves revenge.
Any
Decent.
feelings on
Law.
sand people?
Yeah.
Which I'm not
Law
sure if that's
and
technically what
order
you should
in
say.
his new imperium. Like,
Yeah, I bet he's a big fan. Yeah.
big fan. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Withered little dudes we're going too far with this bit. It's a decent name, Anecron.
It's a horrible
Anecron.
name. It's a horrible
Anecron.
name. Nobody would ever get it. Anacron? There you go. You have to say it like that. Anacron.
Anecron.
Was that-
And then it makes
was this-
total sense.
Was this one you tried amongst your followers down at the
Did you-
local
yeah.
gaming store? Is
Have
this
you
a thing
tested
threw
this
at
one?
them?
I'm gracing you guys with the test on this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Reverse,
Appreciate it. I would
reverse.
say next time, check with the local group, see how it
Yeah.
flies.
Run by them first.
If you get a little titter, bring it
Then
to
bring
the,
it?
bring it
Okay.
to the pod.
It's
But,
like
I'll
those,
think about that.
those
yeah,
comedy clubs
I-
where people go to practice comedy. That's
Yeah.
what that group is. That's
yeah.
they're your
This-
sounding board.
Yeah, the pod is the
Yeah.
Albert Hall. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
Carnegie Hall. It's the
Right.
thing, and yeah,
This is the big leagues. This is the
yeah.
big
You
leagues.
need the warm ups. Yeah.
I'll take that to heart. And,
Yeah, take it personal.
Yeah.
Now we also chatted. Obviously, the thing we think is that the Kasrkin are the big draw card, but Ben, you've got some. I'd say you've got just some gentle feelings about them. Maybe you're pretty laid back about it. I would say. Do you want to take us just gently through what you think about them?
Joe,
Yes,
get your
without
checkbook
stealing-
out for this spreadsheet because I think something's gonna happen.
There's a little
think I'm gonna
plasma
surprise
sight
you guys.
behind him, just getting the
I think I'm-
madness ready.
I think I'm going to surprise you guys. Okay, I have been on a journey. Okay,
Oh,
yes, because I, am a very public lover of scions. Okay,
we've heard.
and yes, I won't shut up about it.
Got you in
And so-
trouble a few times.
a couple times, yeah. And
Yeah.
and so I was very excited, along with many other people who like scions, for Kasrkin.
Cyanites.
Because
Mm.
cyanites, exactly, yeah. And we're excited for the Kasrkin because, at least in my opinion, now this I could have projected this onto it, but I feel like in the marketing, we were sold like a really elite Imperial Guard kill team.
Mm.
Now, I could be projecting that, but I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, right? And so I think we were sold, a very elite team,
Yep.
and which in my mind thinks hitting on 3s, 8 wounds, and instead we got hitting on 4s, which is an insult, and 7
Yeah.
wounds. So, and it's a 10-man team.
Yeah.
A 10-man 7 wound team.
Yeah.
Just not piss anybody off, okay? That hits on 4.
Here it goes.
Okay, and here, and you have the elite points, which is great. Whatever. I'd rather be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s for free than having
Yeah.
10, starting with 10 elite. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm okay with it, and this is how I've worked myself into a place to be okay with Kasrkin,
Mm.
because they're not scions, and that's okay. Scions are still good. Scions are great on Into the Dark, by the way. Kasrkin are a playable 10-man vet guard list. That's what they are.
Oh.
Right? Because the 10-man vet guard list is unplayable, right? There's no reason you'd ever play it because it sucks. But this is a 10-man guard list that is probably playable, and so
Probably playable. I like that. Probably.
When you
That's
start
on the
reading-
box. I think that's on the
probably
box.
playable. Yeah, legally playable. And so if you recontextualize it that way, it sort of makes more sense in my brain. But they're not scions. They're not as cool as scions. And
Scions
I guess,
hit on 3s, do they?
They do hit on 3s, and
That's
they
their
reroll 1s
thing,
for
isn't it?
free. And they do
See-
mission actions for free for 1 CP for the whole team for the whole turn. And Kasrkin have 10 points to change your dice.
I thought the Kasrkin
quite like
this
that.
this is lore wise.
Yeah, I bet you
I
would.
thought the Kasrkin were meant to be the I thought they were the elite of the league. I thought they were above Scions. Yeah, in my mind in the lore, I thought they were like
Really?
Katie is the best, and then the Kasrkins are the best of the best.
Cadians think they're the best. Okay, Cadians think they're the best.
I think they all think
yeah.
they're the best. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kasrkin and the lore are like the elite Cadians.
Yeah,
But they're just they've been around for a long time. While Scions, on the other hand, study at the Schola Progenium or something like that. Schola, whatever, where also Inquisitors study, right? So Scions are still better and smarter and better looking, and their dad could beat Kasrkin's dad in a fight still. So
obviously. Yeah. No, that's how they sort a lot of
that's
things
one of
out
their
in the
strats,
41st millennium.
Yeah. My dad could beat up your dad.
My dad could beat up your dad.
Yeah. My mom is prettier than your mom. Yeah.
It was. I think they feel like me, like a little bit like a lot of the Craft World, like the Elder teams and like Dark Elder or Drakari, like that little thing of not being an elite team, not being a horde team, and stuck in that middle ground of not great at either. Like so, not elite enough to go up against elite teams, and just getting overwhelmed by a horde team because they got a lot of heavy weapons, so they can obviously definitely deal out the hurt. And maybe that's the difference between them and, say, the Craft World team. But, yeah, I mean, having played a little bit with the Craft World teams and all that was always my bugbear. Even the Corsairs as well, being in that middle of that no man's land. Not elite, not horde, just kind of a bit lost.
But you know what even Corsairs have? Even Corsairs hit on 3s and have 8 wounds.
And have a bird.
And a bird, yeah. They have a bird.
No bird in this team.
Nope. Dunk on him, Reese.
Dunk.
Shebang.
Like, I know, and again, I'm approaching this in the most casual form because I've not fully read the rules. So I can't even stand up for them.
When's the last time you played a game of Kill Team, Russ? Not
this
for
weekend.
Content. Not for content.
Not for content. Whoo.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna this weekend. Shout out to Manchester. This weekend, I'm going to a Manchester tournament for Into the Dark, which I will hopelessly lose because I've only played 2 games. Yeah.
Who are you thinking about taking?
Nurgle Legionaries, because I am that guy, I guess. I know, I've just kind of got used to using
because you're a meta
them.
chaser.
Apparently. And that's why maybe Kasrkin might be for me, because I thought that whole pool of dice was going to be a cool thing. So it feels like on the surface they feel like the ranged equivalent of novitiates with their act of faith. And like it being I know you don't like the fact that they don't hit on 3s, and that's for me is Space Marine domain being able to hit 50% of the time, or more than 50% of the time. Better than 50%. So I don't mind the 4-up. 7 wounds is a bit of a kick in the teeth. I would say. To the fact that there should be more armored than a vet guard, because they're technically vet guard. They should maybe have.
Yeah, they do have a 4-up save. I'll say that they have a 4-up save instead of a 5-up save. I will say. Well,
then I retract that, because I was going to then ask what is their save. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm okay with the 7 because technically that is a human's wound, and they shouldn't be more hardy really. But I kind of like the idea that they're a lot more. They don't have the reroll 1. The order thing is weird that they seem to have lost orders.
Yeah,
so you can't do the whole take aim and just automatically get a reroll on the 1s. But you are over the course of a game, you are a lot more they feel like a team that's going to be really good at. You need this to happen. You need this kill. So you'll get a plasma and you'll go, this would be a miss, but this will be a hit. So I get those hits that I need. So I kind of feel like they've got.
But you can only do it to 1 dice. Do you know that?
Yeah, you can only do 1 dice, and you can only do up 1 or down 1. But I don't know why you would down 1.
No, I think you can use as many points as you want as long as it's on a single dice, right?
Yeah, as many as you want. Yeah, but it's
so
only
if
1
you roll
dice.
a 2.
That's even better.
So
you could, but like I just think like that that feels like that. If you need stuff to happen, that for me feels like an elite force when they're like,
it is
the
very
fact
cool.
that you've got
really
to
cool
use
mechanic.
them. Like so tactically, you've got to be like, this is the big play. I need it to go off, and I'm Kasrkin, so I can make it go off. That feels cool that they can be like, bang, that's going to happen. And I know it's going to happen because I've got the pool of dice to make sure it happens.
Have you had a chance to look at the stratagems? Is there much synergy between that mechanic as well as generating more points? Is there other ways to use them as well? Because that's also the other thing, is that's just, I guess that's their main mechanic. But if they've got really good synergy between the strategic and tactical ploys to pump that up, to make that more usable for every operative pretty much each time you shoot as well, that could be pretty handy.
Right. Yeah, it's a really cool mechanic. I do think it's a really cool mechanic. And I think
like
it's
that it's
a
a
nice
new
way.
one,
Yeah, it's like a more balanced faith points, because faith points are, I hate to say the B word, but a little bit broken, you know? So, yeah. But it also, at the end of the day, it's cool. And, you know, I always come back to more kill team support is a good thing. And so may have my gripes about it, but it's cool models. It's more kill team being supported. And so, you know, all good things at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What about the other? Oh, sorry. What about the other side of the board with the Necron boys? Now we know, and girls, we know a little bit more about our Egyptian space demons. What do you guys think? The rule that stood out, or the thing that was cool for me, was they've got more ways to come back to life, which, as someone who's played Necrons a few times, that is still one of the most disheartening things in the world, to kill an immortal and then have it come back and shoot you in the face in the following turn.
Yeah. It's so much better in this game than it was in the previous edition.
Definitely.
Where that was, I hated reanimation protocols in that previous one. There's a horrible
in the last
moment.
Edition? Oh my
God,
dude.
where you needed a 5 or 6 to kill someone from across the board with no injury or something like that, and you get a 6 on the injury roll, and you're so happy you rolled a 6 before you realize that means nothing.
Yeah.
They come back.
Unlucky,
was
bud.
It like full health, right? They come
Unlucky,
back full
pal.
health?
Yeah, because there's so few wounds. It's just like they come back, and you just
full
like
health, no flesh
go
wounds.
to hell. Yeah.
You
so
suck.
Whatever it is, it's better because I still remember that. So because I remember that, anything's better. It doesn't. It's not.
And when you come back, you come back with 3 wounds max too.
Yeah,
so
then you get living metal. So you always get plus 2, don't you?
Five.
Did you say that? Did you say D3 plus 2? Yeah. Basically, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think that's pretty balanced. I think that's good, but also pretty balanced. And you know, just to say another nice thing about GW, besides Chalnath, teams are typically pretty balanced. Bespoke teams are pretty balanced, you know. And so, are either you guys a big Necron fan? Either you guys?
I love the model. Like I like the team. Yeah, I'm a big fan, but I've not played them in this edition much. I played them at the beginning, and then I was just like, this team is rubbish. Like, no offense if you're a Necron player, but I was just like, I really hated the fact that the that march, Implacable March, I think it was, didn't allow you to do mission actions, and it was just sort of like, that's what I need it for. I need it for a mission, and then it didn't get an FAQ, and I was just like, objectives. It's like I can't get to the mission objectives. It's sort of just kind of pissed me off. So I was just like, no, not gonna happen. I'm not gonna play them until they're done again, and then it's been so long. But I'll definitely play them now that they're back out, because I've not seen the stats. Are their full stats been released? Are they 2 circle movement? Are they all being released? I've not seen any of the stats.
Yeah. All the rules are released.
I don't really care about getting the rules in advance. It's casual in me. I don't really care about the rules in advance. If I can't play them, like, I don't know, I'll wait. I don't need spoilers. I can wait.
So Reese, correct me, because it looked like you might have the rules there. I think
just trying to swing it up.
The Warriors, the Death Marks and the Immortals have 2 circle movement, but your Printech and your Necron both have full 6-inch movement.
Ugh. They better have some shenanigans. I mean, they'll probably still have an Implacable March, right?
I mean, it's powerful shooting. You know, super powerful shooting on those Immortals. It is rough, though.
I don't like that 2 circle movement.
Yeah, and last edition, you could, if your movement was hindered, it was just by 1 inch. Like, that wasn't so bad. But going down to 4 inches this edition is pretty crippling.
I don't know how that'll be in Into the Dark, but I really don't like a team like that. It feels like movement's so key. I know that sounds an obvious statement. It feels like it's so key to being able to play the mission.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've not played enough mission to know how bad that would be, but I don't like 2 circle movement across a team.
Yeah, you know what's rough is...
I'm sorry. I was going to say, I still wonder if the Death Marks 2 will become usable, because I found them borderline pretty unusable in the last one as well, because you're already limited with your movement. Then they had heavy. I said, and their guns were good, hitting on 2s, but there just didn't seem to be much of a reason to ever take them over
above the
like
Immortals.
the Immortals. Because it was a marginal difference, but you were taking negatives for it. So
I think the meta move that I've heard is to take one for like maybe a redeploy shenanigan thing.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Because that's their big thing. Well, back in the day when I played 40k, that was their big thing. Like, someone deploys, you've got yours in reserve, and you can come down immediately and intercept like an interdiction move and be like, bang, here we go. So they've got that kind of redeploy then in this new team.
I think they have something like that.
That would make that would make sense for the model.
Don't know or care. Yeah.
Don't know or care. Well, yeah, you're not keen on the Necrons, are you?
Your
fine. Exact words were "don't know, don't care."
Yeah. I heard it.
They're fine. I just like to exaggerate my feelings about certain teams, certain factions. Yeah. But it's a very cool team, and Necrons needed it so bad. So good for you, Necron players.
Yeah, I'm a little bit gutted that it's 2 movement though. Still,
I
didn't know that.
I think it is still thematic in a lot of ways. Like I understand it. You get benefits for losing that movement, but and maybe in games like maybe ITD, maybe it won't be as bad. I don't know if you can.
You know what's rough? A 2-circle movement on a 3 APL model isn't too bad, but on Into the Dark, 4-circle movement 2 APL is tough because then you're either moving to a door and opening that door. You can't even get to the door sometimes.
Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it?
You lose it. And you lose that whole turn stuck behind a door for a lot of operatives.
It can be pretty tough sometimes. Yeah. That's been my
experience. Unless they get because a lot of teams get a free dash. Like some of those teams, like Corsairs, get a free dash. Gene Sealers get a free dash. So you can dash through a door for free, spend 1 APL to open it, still have to dash, and then you can move. Whereas I can't imagine they would give them two movement and then be like, but you get a free dash. It's like, why would they get a free dash? Yeah. So they're going to be slow as hell.
Very slow.
Maybe, again, I've not read the rules, but I don't know. It'd be nice if like the Imprentek or Anakin or whatever his name is can like boost
a Necron. Thank you.
A Necron. And Anacron can like boost everyone's movement around him. But I assume that's not something that happens, which is a bit rubbish.
Did we see they do have they have dimensional translocation, which is obviously what you guys are talking about, which is the
redeploy,
the death mark redeploy. Did they get something that lets them? I always thought they were going to get the what was it called, the Veil of Darkness, something like that would let
the leader can just teleport.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like they did. I thought that might have been another way to kind of work around. Yeah, but no, it doesn't look like it.
Your leaders are mobile, which is
very
nice.
Cool. The fact that you get 3 choices of
mobile, I mean like normal.
Normal, yeah. But it reminds you of Warp Coven, doesn't it? You've got the sorcerers who are out there buffing, and they've got the power, and they make units that are probably maybe okay better. So it's probably that. Yeah, again, it's the synergy side of things, and having the choices of the 3 make it very interesting. The Chronomancer, the Psychomancer, and the Technomancer.
Yeah, I love that.
At least, lots of different play styles. I know someone will work out very quickly which is the rubbish one and which is the good one.
No, that would be bad if there was it'd be so good. Like, there'd be the ultimate test of balancing a team if you can give 3 leaders and it's valid choice to make each one. Yeah, that would be like, if it's valid to have one in your roster of each, that would be the ultimate balance check. The worry is, like you say, it'll come out and in 2 weeks' time, everyone will be like, take your Cryptoman, like Cryptech. You don't need the other 2; they're rubbish. You're like, I would love it if they've balanced that so well that they're all valid, because that would be cool.
That's my hope.
Yeah,
so
that is the
I'm
hope.
looking forward to getting him on the table. So I've got a friend who I play who plays Necron, so I play him very regularly. So he's obviously very excited to be able to retire his 2 fire teams of Immortals, because that was the only thing ever worth playing.
So boring. Oh my god, so boring.
And try some new units. So I'm looking forward to trying to crush their spirits as well.
Nice. Yeah. Did you guys pre-order this box?
No.
Ooh. I didn't.
Did you order it, Ben?
I did. I did pre-order it.
Yeah,
I think I'm the only one who didn't.
And then I didn't, and then I did.
Shout out to my local game store, Warpfire Minis, link in the description, possibly. Yes.
Like the
Are they on board yet?
Tabletop Republic, who I did not order it from, but I would have done if I was going to. I didn't want. I didn't.
smartwatch.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't want the set this time. I was just like, yeah, for all the reasons I was sort of like, I don't need it. I can make
Very
the team that I want.
I think.
Yeah, very Cape Ash, but I don't want the teams and I don't need the terrain.
Yeah, the thing that got me over the line was I really like. I know I could have waited for either of the teams. We know they're going to come out in separate boxes at some point.
Right.
So it's just the impulsiveness of all of us that makes us buy these boxes we don't need. But for myself, playing a little bit of 40k, getting that second set of the terrain, then I can probably play the bigger version. Yeah. So that was the only thing that got me over the line. That may die in the butt, and I'll regret it. Like it might not be very fun. It might not be very good. I don't know. But I was like, well, that's how I'll justify it to myself and rest my head on my pillow.
I think indoor 40k will be good.
I'm hoping so. I think it sounds really interesting.
Because it'll be interesting to be like, it'd be like all those models that you can't use because why would you bring tanks? Like, I love the fact that it'll be like Terminator Force and like people will be like, let's use Terminators again.
Exactly.
And I think that'll be such a cool thing to be like, put away all the tanks. Let's go pure infantry. I don't think it's, it's a smart move to be like, we need people to buy more boxes of loads of infantry. Imagine being an orc player and you've got all these bikers and then G-Dubs is like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to play you're going to have to play breaching orders. You're not going to be riding through space in those bikes, are you? Time to buy some more boys. And
it's
just be
the
like,
boys.
Boom.
I just want to see a tank doing the Austin Powers, stuck in a hallway trying to turn around, just doing the... So maybe one tank just for comedy value. I'm very interested to see where that goes, what units you'll be able to take. And I think that'll be a bit of fun to play.
I think
so
that was cool.
The only reason. Because, I said I'm still doing all the detailing on my ITD terrain currently. I just dry brushed all of it to get it presentable for a battle report.
Yeah,
nice.
And I just haven't, because we keep doing so many challenges, by the way. What's wrong with us? I haven't.
A lot of things. By the way, stay tuned for at the end of this episode. We'll announce the top 10. Top 10. Yeah, the Intercession challenge. Yeah. I had my terrain is painted, thankfully. Thank goodness. But
was that outsourced?
Definitely
actually
outsourced.
Was somebody that I
what a heel, what a goddamn heel.
I barely know this person, but shout out to Cal. He's a really good dude. He would never listen to this, but shout out to him. He offered to paint my terrain at my local game store. Just a fellow Warpfire enthusiast, and so it's painted and it looks lovely, and he did a great job. So I don't have any people like that. Isn't that hilarious? I died. He offered, and I just died inside laughing. Like, this is so good, and I'm so happy. Yeah, really, really took a lot off my shoulders. It was great.
Yeah. No, I got mine painted very recently, and I must admit I had not a meltdown, but I had the first time. I think I messaged both of you guys saying how much I hated it. So I think I finally assembled. What I did is I painted it all and then I tried to put it together before sanding all the brackets down a bit extra. So I pre-sanded them. I thought I'll pre-sand them, it'll be fine. Painted them all up, and then I needed to sand them down a whole lot. Managed to jam it all together, hurt all my fingers putting it all together. Yeah, you know 100%. What? Into the Dark is a piece of trash. It takes 50 minutes to set up. It's going to take me 40 minutes to play. I hate this. Then I spent another half of a day sanding down all the bits. I got a whole bunch of sandpaper I've used for the house. Sanded all the bits down. It
by
fits
hand?
Nice and smooth.
Oh, you madman.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a Dremel or anything, so I just basically sanded it all down by hand. Which, now you understand my frustration and annoyance. And then I put it all together, and it's fine. It sticks together, but I was just sort of it is annoying. I found it annoying that it took so long.
Yeah,
I gotta know
that. And do that.
I gotta know, what are your thoughts now that 2 months, 3 months, 5 months later you've actually played Into the Dark? What are your thoughts?
I really enjoy. God does add a lot. I was surprised how the options you have now that you can throw a person forward and have them guard, so that it's you. If you attack me, I will get to attack first. It gave me, I think it worked really well. I found that it worked well for units that didn't have that much shooting capability. I mean, I know it was good to have someone that could shoot. Enough, yeah. But I quite like it to be like a melee a melee unit, like for example, the Shrive Talon, can move forward. I don't know if this is right, but like you've got a pistol, haven't you? You don't really have much thingy, but you can be like, you charge me, I get to fight first. If we're both not dead and you then decide to fight me, I go first again because I'm a Shrive Talon. It's quite nice. Like that was quite juicy to be like, if you're the defender, you go first, and with guard as a Shrive Talon, you charge, you interrupt with your attack, he then does his attack, but you've gone first both times. It was like, oh, that felt quite interesting.
I'm confused now.
You interrupt. So you interrupt someone's activation, don't you? And you can perform a free fight action, can't you? With guard. Like so you can do Overwatch or point blank. Yeah. So if they charge you and you've got guard, you can then interrupt their activation and fight first.
Yeah.
And then they can choose to fight you afterwards if you're both alive.
Or no, you just if they charge you when you're guarding in that attack, like in that combat, instead of them fighting first, anyway. You get to fight first. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Which is also the Shrive Talon's native ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're the defender, I'll double check because I thought it was you interrupt basically. Like so, you get charged and you can interrupt and perform a fight action, but it's just you fight
Reese,
first.
Am I tripping here? I believe
I might be
just
wrong.
Get to roll it.
I've
can
not.
Either. I believe.
So I check the rules.
I believe that how it works is that you can either do when they charge you. You can either do a shooting attack, but if you do that, then you can't fight back at all in melee. Or
that makes sense. Or the
or
Overwatch
when they get to
shoot.
You,
Point blank or something, isn't it? They call it point blank.
Or if they charge you, they would be the attacker, but you would get that Shrive Talon ability, no matter what model you are, that you would get to resolve a dice first. I believe that's how it is worded.
So what we've worked out is that Russ has been cheating his mates.
Yep. And he was planning on cheating at a tournament. So, yep.
Cool.
No, it's weird. It says once during an enemy's activation, after that enemy performs an action, so charge, you can interrupt that activation, select one friendly operative on guard to make one of the following guard attacks. Overwatch, perform a free fight, perform a point blank Overwatch.
That's throwing me for a loop here. Maybe I've been playing this wrong.
Maybe I've been playing it wrong. When's the FAQ?
Playing it wrong.
So basically,
if you're listening to this and you're less of a casual than us, if you're listening to this, correct us. Let us know who's been playing it right and wrong, and correct us.
Yeah, that makes sense what Russ just said though, because that's it. I guess if the unit's on guard and then someone gets charged, well, he's standing by, he's ready to go. So it's just you're basically initiating the fight action first.
Yeah, so you
go
charge,
through that.
Like so, if you're on guard, your character gets charged. So you interrupt their activation, so they finish their charge before they can perform fight. You can fight.
You then fight, and then
they can still fight.
Alive, they can.
It's only if they're still alive.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Yeah, let us know.
That'd be interesting to know.
That makes sense. Yeah, let us know in the comments.
But I quite like that it gave
this
I can
Kill
see
Team
it.
Podcast.
Yeah. I quite like that it gave melee units in like even without that whole thing thrown up, it gave like melee units an option to like run forward, fight someone, and then be on guard so that it's like, oh, do I want to charge him? Because he's gonna go first. It's sort of like, I quite like
that. It makes him as scary as a gunner, doesn't it? So it just makes him as dangerous as a gunner on guard. As a combat specialist standing by.
Plasma on guard. I found it was good to like you could take up an area and be if you get there first and be like, this guy's now on guard and those two doors are closed, you know they can only get so far in the room before you can interrupt them. They're going to move into that room, and unless they can get into cover immediately, you're gonna shoot them with plasma. No, I did quite like it.
Rooms are like 6 inches. It's like a 6-inch bubble, anyways. So it's basically like you open this door and you're gonna get blasted in the face.
Yeah, unless I assume they can dart through and get to cover.
Well, because it's at the end of that activation, isn't it? Like so, at the end of that action.
Opening the door doesn't count as an action, does it? You can do it during a move action.
Yes,
which I mean, that would be amazing if as soon as they open the door, you can just bang.
But it would
make sense
because it counts as a mission action.
But I think you interrupt their action, but the specifically opening, it says you can use it as part of your action, so you don't actually stop doing the move action, do you? So you continue.
I think it just costs 2 AP. Yeah.
Moving through a door would cost 2 AP, but
so
you wouldn't be able to be fired upon.
Conceal. Yeah, if you can move through while
go behind Yeah, basically that's the only way. And if there's no cover, as you say, like if they don't put a barricade near enough that door, you can splash them.
Night.
I don't know why I said splash them.
Splash them.
Plasma
You can
doesn't
throw your
have
bucket
splash.
of cold water on them.
Sounds tougher. Sounds tougher. I'm pretty excited. I'm not going to lie. This is a big day. This is the end of a certain
Is it your
show.
birthday?
A certain, I wish, a certain part of the show, and we're on a little bit of a limited time frame today, so I don't want to miss out on it.
Keeping us on track, Reese. Thank you.
But it's my favorite thing, and I
hate this thing right now,
and I am excited. So can we get to the thing? Can we play it up and left to the left and around?
I'm No, I'm not. Let's play it up inside itself.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
And there we go. And we are back in. I am ill prepared. I am going to keep talking until I am no longer ill prepared.
To cover.
Yes.
The
You'll never know.
Silences.
You'll never know how ill prepared I was because it's just going to go straight in seamless to Legions of Russ. Here we are, folks.
Oh my goodness.
We're in Legions of Russ.
That was seamless.
Exactly. There was no seams. It was sewn straight in somehow without seams.
Yep.
By a seamstress, although that would imply there are seams.
It was ironed on. It was an ironed on patch.
That's the one. It was a decal. Do you call them decals? I call them decals, but I know people call them decals.
Right in the decals.
Do people who call them decals mean it on purpose? Because I feel like they're joking.
So. Oh, really? I always thought they were decals, but I don't know.
Me too. I call them decals, but Americans don't pronounce things correctly.
That's what I thought it was an American UK divide, and we all call them decals. But I know people call them decals, but maybe it's. You know what I did on one of the battle reports once? I said something incorrectly on purpose, and I can't remember what I said, but I just mispronounced
Did you say
something.
Aluminum.
Aluminium comes up a lot.
No, herbs instead of herbs or whatever it is.
Okay, no, you guys are obviously right on that one.
Yeah, no, I called it bolted disc pipeline. I said I'm going to use bolted disc pipeline, and a few people in the comments said, "I can't believe my man just said disc pipeline." And part of me was like, do they know I'm joking, or do they think I'm stupid? And I was like, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it.
I couldn't say compendium when I first read it. Compendium or something.
Compendium. But yeah, disc pipeline. I did that a few times. Just to throw back every now and then, I just throw out a disc pipeline and see if people are like, dude, this guy's thick.
I like the idea that someone went to their own game with their friends, but no, I heard Russ from GFN say, guys, it's disc pipeline.
He's from the UK, so I think he knows the language.
They invented it, guys.
It's actually disc pipeline, dudes, guys.
A land of GW.
I'm actually pretty sure it's disc pipeline. So
there he is.
Check yourself. But yeah.
All right.
So anyway,
let's rip this off like a Band-Aid, okay?
We're into Legions of Russ. Let's get through this. So the score.
The
Ben is not Ben the score. No, the score we left last week. I'm sorry, Ben. I'm going to run through it real quick. It was 13 points to Reese, unlucky for no one except Ben, and Ben had 10.5 points. So it is all to play for, but Ben's going to have to play hard.
I would have to get two pointers to win, right?
You're going to have to do this well to steal, to lights out, to do the pedigree on HBK
pray for me, Joe.
Himself.
Pray for me, Joe.
I can hear Joe cursing my name in the distance.
Yeah.
I'm going to be cursing your name in about 10 minutes, Reese.
So let's go through it. If you're new to Legions of Russ, we are talking about chapters of 40k Space Marine chapters, basically, and it is a cryptic clue, and you have to guess the cryptic clue to guess the chapter. If you can guess without any hints, because there will be hints if people stumble in, you get 2 victory points. If you need hints, we go down to 1 victory point, and if at any stage you guess partial, if there's 2 words only, really, if you get part of the name correct, you will get half a point, and then guessing back up to full makes up the rest of the points, basically. So we are in the finale. It is the last game of season 1, and it's still, this is a true balanced game because anyone could win. anyone could. We've had some ups and downs. Ben was riding so high for so long as the people's heavyweight champ.
The people's champ.
And Reese, out of nowhere, he just sweet chin music his way into the lead and is currently taking home the victory. It's been a white knuckle thrill ride, start to finish. But here we are at the finish line.
I would like to give you an intercontinental handshake, and
There
just say that you have earned all 13 points, my friend. Good run, and
Officially.
And let's have a good, clean match.
He's playing to the crowd, and I love it. See you in hell, you son of a bitch. I know
on that note, let's do it.
People don't see the rude messages you send me in between these games. Rude, disgusting images. Jeez, yeah, the people's champ.
I'm a man in the streets and a
phony.
dirtbag in the sheets.
All those burner accounts he's got. Joe's not a real person. Joe's not real.
Joe is just me.
Joe's just
like hyping myself
bigging himself up. Yeah.
Bloody Kevin Durant of Kill Team Casuals.
He's let the mask slip, and we've seen how the sausages are made here today, people.
Yep.
Okay. So, as always, your name is your buzzer. I will accept Reese or HBK. Ben, I will accept Ben or Bam Bam. And we are in. Okay. People at home, if you're on your way to work, you're on a commute, get ready to annoy the person sitting next to you.
Scream him if you got him.
Screaming your name. Here we go. Legions of Russ. I'm going to do my best not to read out the chapter first this time.
Correct answer.
The clip of that is my favorite thing.
That was
so good.
That was
incredible.
That was
really
a low
incredible.
moment for me.
The moment of realization.
No, that was a high point of the
eyes.
series. Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, are we Ben?
All right.
Body and soul.
Body and soul, baby.
Body and soul, baby. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Body and soul. Reese, are you ready, HBK?
Body and soul, baby.
Body and soul. Body and goddamn soul. Joe, are you ready? Megaston?
He's ready.
Or Gaston? Are you? Gaston's ready. He's obviously got it. He's guessed it before I even said it, let's be fair. Okay, let's go.
By the way, can we trust the people who say they get these answers correct? Can we actually trust them? Who knows?
Why are you turning on the fans?
Wow, he's gone from people's
put that on
champ
me.
to the nerds want more. Look at this.
I always trust them because they've gone to the effort to do it, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're going into the finale, number 1. It's one word.
Oh boy.
It's not salamanders. There's your hint. So we're now down to 1 point. We're now down to 1 point now.
Nabbit.
Ben's down to 1 point. So it's hot, but not too hot. If the AC was off, you might want to flip it. Otherwise, that mutant enemy might have a word or two, but just the first word. The second being buffing.
Wow.
Yes. Give it to us again. But that was just fun to listen to.
You ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
try again.
Try again. It's hot, but not too hot. If the AC was off, you might want to flip it. Otherwise, that mutant enemy might have a word or two, but it's just the first word. The second being Buffy.
Are you saying Buffy or buffing?
Buffy.
Buffy.
Oh.
Buffy. Buffy. So it's one word. It's hot, but not too hot. If the AC was off, you might want to flip it. Otherwise, that mutant enemy might have a word or two, but just the first word. The second being Buffy. Buffy. I'm glad that no one's got it immediately because last week I had a right nightmare because everyone was just like cacao snipe. So I think it's there. It's on the edge. I think a few people probably have got a few sections and are piecing it together in their heads. It's hot, but not too hot. If the AC was off, you might want to flip it. Otherwise, that mutant enemy might have a word or two, but just the first word. The second being, Buffy.
Mutant enemy.
Wait, is this...
Is that... Ben? You all right?
I
feel like you had a thought there.
Yeah, I have part of a thought that I don't know if it's correct or not.
Ben has a
and it's one
partial
word
thought. It's all one word. Everything I'm saying here is to give you one word. You might think it's two, but technically, the way it's presented, it is one word. That's kind of a clue, more of a clue than... It's not split up into two words because the way the chapter is given, is named, it is one word. But I could understand you thinking it was two. How's that? That's an extra clue. That's very helpful.
Thank you.
I'm a helpful guy. Guys, I'm a helpful dude. How you feeling? Reese, champ, how you doing?
I've my current thing I'm down to. No, I'm not actually. I nearly read out like what I'd worked out. But
Ben, I was trying, mate. I was trying for you right now.
Yeah. You nearly fished it out of me.
Yeah.
Because I do just have this ludicrous, like it's a ludicrous sentence, which is just as ludicrous as what you've said.
I was gonna say that's where you started, presumably.
Yeah, and it's. I tell you what, if a chapter is called this. They're using a different name generator to all of the other everyone else in the universe.
I would say that this is a fairly run-of-the-mill kind of chapter name. It's not as out there as we've had. It's no Marines August, for example. It feels like
I'm going to
more
throw
of
a loose one out there. I'm going to just have a shot.
This is a hipper.
I don't think it's correct. It might not even be close. But Reese, is it War Masters?
It's not.
Okay.
I like where your energy's at, though.
It was a long shot. It was a
I like where your energy's at.
Can you read it? Could you say it one more time, please?
I could, Ben, for you.
For me,
and only you.
Just for old time's sake.
For old time's sake. For all we've been through together.
Yeah.
I would read to you forever.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Read it.
But not too hot. If the AC was off, you might want to flip it. Otherwise, that mutant enemy might have a word or two, but just the first word. The second being, Buffy.
Reese? War Machines?
Oh, I love your energy. It's very close, but it's not quite close enough.
Ben, Warmongers.
Ben has it with Warmongers.
2 points, baby! Thank you, Reese. I would just like to say, I would like to thank Reese for handing that into my lap. Thank you very much, sir. I was nowhere. I would put this out there. I was so far off, and you gave it right to me.
Oh,
this is unashamedly. I would like to take zero credit. You gave me everything. This was Reese. You gave it all to me. I'm just publicly saying that I was not even close. That was. I don't even know if I can feel good about that one. But
feels bad.
I'm gonna choose to feel good because I needed that for my self-respect.
It actually makes this last one. It makes his last one so interesting.
Because there's only half a point in it. So we'll go through it. So it's hot but not too hot, warm. If the AC was off, you might want to flip it on. Warm.
That's all I had.
And otherwise, the mutant enemy. Now, this is a deep pull. So Buffy was made by a company called Mutant Enemy. And their logo was a mutant that came on and went, grr, arg.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So it was gurs, warmongers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that was
all I had was on. The only part that I had was on. That's all I had. I went from on
Wow.
to 2 points.
Never has
I had
so...
Warmon for so long, it just didn't. Warmongers just didn't come to you. At one point, I had
You were going
Warmon
so
zombie
well,
to
yeah.
Buffy. That was what I had. Warmon zombie to Buffy.
You were so close. You were throwing it out there with War Masters. I was like, it's
Do I get
so
half a
close.
point for the first syllable?
The thing is, I was going to give it, but I didn't want to say it because I thought that would be too close. So the Warmongers, they're a loyalist Codus Astartes compliant Space Marine chapters of unknown origin and founding, blah, 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 the classic. But they do have a little bit of notable campaigns. So this is something that we don't often get an actual notable campaign. So they were part of the relief, not the reek. They were part of that bad smell that happened a couple of minutes ago. No, they were a part of the relief of Jakal 2. A strike force from the Warmongers chapter based around the 2nd Company, and they reinforced by squads of the 4th, a whole bunch of them. Basically, they deployed by Thunderhawk to this defiled shrine world called Jakal 2, or Jackal 2. I think probably Jakal sounds more like an actual planet.
Sounds more
Discipline, yep.
Yeah, it sounds like more. And it was a long operation. Escape line. Discape line. And it was against the Drukhari, the cabal of Crimson Tears, or Crimson Tears, through what the aliens, we never found out what the Drukhari wanted because they got all thumped up. So that's them.
Warmongers is a cool name. That is a very
not
cool
bad.
chapter.
It's not bad. They've got
better than War Machine and War Masters, I'd probably say.
Yeah, it is. War Masters is an actual one, though. I don't know War Machines are. But
really? No, I don't think War Machines is. War Masters, I thought, was one.
Yeah,
that was more. I went for that.
War Machines.
Yeah, I went War Masters because
yes, classic Ben Fat. Yeah,
bit of friendly fire.
Scimitars.
Ben certainly picked up.
Okay, listen, guys. We have a deadline. Listen, Scimitars was a close guess to whatever. Scimitars is very close. Yes, it is. Yes, whatever. Say it. Say Scimitars, Occipiters. Say it back to back.
Well, we're tight on time.
Don't say it like that.
There's not enough time.
Don't say it like that.
You want me to say it like a scimitar says.
Scimitars was close. I yield my time.
Very close. If it was minotaurs and scimitars, I'd probably give you it. I'd be like, that's very close.
No. I'm planting my flag that was a good
You're
going to die on that hill.
I was ridiculed, but that was a good guess.
Rightfully so.
And you will continue to be ridiculed.
Comment. Scimitars and occipiters, that was a good shooting from the hip. Comment below.
Don't comment.
Please.
Don't comment.
Settle this. I yield my time. Again.
This is your filibuster moment, and you've sat down.
Yeah.
So they wear.
I can't finish the game now.
They wear midnight blue power armor on their torso and arms, and they've got like white shin pads and white helmet and white power back. It's pretty classic. You feel it's the red, white, and blue. It's very classic. They've got like red trim. They have changed actually. They used to be one of those ones that was quartered. And they had green, blue checkers, not checkers, but like, when they're different. Yeah. So they've gone quite different. And they're basically their logo is a skull with a sword through the top of it. It's fairly classic. Sure. So
hard to go wrong with that.
Yeah. You know where you're at with a skull and a sword, right? Well, we are very close to the end. But before we go on to the last one, play it in up or over its side itself in the sands.
Good luck to us, we'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
So it made no sense at the end, but we're just going to move back into it, and we're now back in.
Just to set the stakes, what are the point levels? To set the
stakes have never been higher. I'm not going to do that.
It really is all to play for. It has never been.
It is all to play for.
I'm 1.5 ahead still, yeah?
It's 1.5?
No. Yeah, 0.5. It's 12.
I thought it was 1.5.
No, it was 10.5 to Ben to 13. So with a 2-pointer, it's now 12.5
Oh, you
to
lied
13.
at the start. You lied to me. You made me think I had 3.5 buffer.
No, it was 10.5. You've got 2.5 buffer, and now you've got a 0.5 buffer.
So a 1 point swing would take this.
Yeah,
Oh, it really is all to play for.
Shoot.
it is all to play for.
I thought I
I would
needed
not
a
have
double
helped Ben
2-pointer.
before then.
You don't need a double.
You've ruined my strategy.
I honestly, I didn't think you were going to get the 2-pointer. So getting the 2-pointer has really put you back
Has
in the
really
game.
changed things. This
Yeah.
is perfect.
I'm glad.
This is perfect.
I'm glad.
No matter what happens, this is a perfect. We couldn't have planned this better because we didn't plan anything.
And we don't plan anything
Standard.
ever.
Very standard.
It's against our
So, everyone, ready thine self. We are going in to the last
Oh, so tense.
Legions of Russ for season 1. This will decide the winner.
Wow. I have anxiety.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight.
I didn't think I'd
Let's
get this
go.
far.
No, I didn't know. Like,
I didn't. I genuinely
obviously,
didn't.
I didn't know we are going to be needing this, so this one might not be that great.
Oh.
I was just like, I'll do one,
Ooh.
and then
It
if
might
Reese
not be
gets
that
it-
great.
Yeah, it might not be that great. I'm full. I did these. It was a busy day today, and these ended up being done like 20 minutes before we started. So,
Wow.
are
Kudos.
you ready?
Kudos.
Here we
do it.
go.
Body and soul.
I am. Goddamn, I'm rooting for you, Ben. I know it's only half a point, but it's such a comeback king story. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Ben,
wow.
Reese
yes.
has already got a
Comeback
championship. Reese
king.
is already the intercontinental, the
Right.
guestinental
I need
champion.
something. I got to have
You need
something.
something.
Right?
No, I need nothing.
What are you, chopped liver?
All I-
No, you need a
All I need
championship.
is the admiration. All I need is the admiration of the people. That's all I need.
Yeah, and you only get that by winning this riddle game based on
Oh, wow. You
40k
really changed my life.
chapters of nerddom. So let's go. It's where I keep all of my equines, but being British, put my teeth back in, but being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. Crap bollocks arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was way too cold and the lighting was unflattering. It's where I keep all of my equines, but being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. Crap bollocks arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was too cold and the lighting was unflattering. It's
this
2
one word or
words. 2 words.
2 words.
2 words.
One more time.
It's where I keep all of my equines, but being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. Crap bollocks arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was way too cold and the lighting was unflattering. This is the 10th. This is going to be, if you've been following along with Legions of Russ, this is probably, you can probably feel the tension.
Oh, yeah.
You can probably taste it. And it's not that person you've sat next to. They might have dropped a sly juice, or it's the tension that you can taste because it is palpable. This is do you want it again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
one
go
last
for
time.
it again. If at home, if you got a guess, you might just have won. It's where I keep all of my equines, but being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. Crap bollocks arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was way too cold and the lighting was unflattering. I did intentionally make this a little bit. I had it written out and then I thought I'll make it more difficult. So I spiced it up last minute.
Yeah.
Just to be a little bit like, it was too easy. And I thought, if this is going to be the finale, I need to make it a little bit more something. So it's where I keep all of my equines. But being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. Crap bollocks arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was way too cold and the lighting was unflattering. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? You know what? This might be one of the first ones we're going down to hints.
I think
It's
we're going to
been a
have
while
to.
since we've had to go into
I would say
hints.
I'm
You guys
in
have been doing
the dark without.
so half a point to Reese for that sly little in the dark pun. I might as well at this point. Actually, no. Ben needs the half.
I was
point
going to say,
of
No,
level.
no,
hold
no,
on.
I'll take it.
What?
Sorry,
I'll take
This is
No,
ridiculous.
no, I'll take it. I'll take it. No, it's been said. It's been said.
No. So, does it? I mean, would me saying it more help, or shall I move into?
I don't think saying it more would help me.
We might have to go
Okay.
into.
Oh, this is. I'm happy about this because we've not needed to go into clues for a while. So
And you've got some good ones.
I don't actually. I never write out the clues at all. I just have to think on my feet. So did you want to? Are we moving? It doesn't matter. Whoever gets this still wins.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Might as
So
well
it doesn't
go to-
really
yeah.
matter. Yeah. So let's go into clues, but it obviously means if no one's got it. So let's start with the last word. So it's 2 words, obviously. So the last word is made up of crap, bollocks, arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was too cold and the lighting was unflattering. And then just to clarify, the first word is where I keep all my equines, but my being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. But the last word, crap, bollocks, arse. What are these? Think past tense. Crap, bollocks, arse, but past tense. I could have used more colorful examples of this, but I thought I'd keep us at least on a 15 mark or whatever we're at. So crap, bollocks, arse. But think past tense. What are these examples of?
Been. Cursed.
No, but I
No.
get the logic behind their curse words.
Oh, wow.
So that was the decent logic. I get your logic,
Been.
but it's not.
Been.
Oh,
Been. Sworn.
Ben. It's very close.
Oh,
it's not quite.
been. We said past tense?
Yeah. Are you just guessing that one section? Because obviously there's a second. I sent one of these pics, but it was way too cold and the lighting was unflattering. So that
I mean,
they
I'll
make
guess
up
for
the
that.
last
I'll
word.
try for that. Been. Dick? Like.
I mean, yes, kind of, but it's like
He's just saying words. There's got to be a negative to this, right?
I'm shooting from the hip. Hey,
I mean,
I'm giving
it's
the people
helping
what they
you as
want.
well. It's
I'm
helping
shooting from
you
the
as
hip,
well,
giving the
Reese.
people what they
Yeah.
want.
So I think you're in the right area.
I can't believe all of those.
You were very
missed.
close with one of them. Very close. But because it was
Reese.
slightly off,
Is the
Reese.
second part cursed?
it's not. I think
I said
Ben
cursed.
guessed that one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same
okay.
thing, but slightly different pronunciation.
Yeah, similar.
It's not cursed or cursed.
And the first part is.
The first part of the thing is, it's where I keep all of my equines, but being British, obviously I've needlessly added this. Are we stuck on equine?
No, I think Reese. Is the first word sable?
It's not, but it's very close.
Okay,
Sorry.
this-
Sorry, no. Reese, no, you are right. Sorry. Yes, you are. It is.
It's
Sorry.
sable.
I don't know. I blanked
I
out
know
for a
you
second.
want Ben to win, but it's really obvious.
Okay, so
Wait,
just
hold on,
so
hold
you
on,
know,
hold on. So is it
Reese
impossible
just
for me
getting
to win at
half
this
a point, it would be a draw.
Yeah,
It would be a
I need to
draw.
get this.
So
Hold on, wait,
If it
wait. Read it out again. Can you read it out again? Sorry, can you read it out again?
so we know
Please,
the first
I
bit
beg
is,
of you.
It's where I
Sable,
keep all of my
beg of
equine.
you.
Yeah. Crap, bollocks, arse. I sent one of these pics, but it was way
Ben.
too cold and the lighting was unflattering.
Ben, sable, swords.
There it is. So it's swore, and it's a D pick.
Yeah.
So it was, in fact. This is
In
where I
my
keep all of
defense,
my
I
equines, which
didn't
is a
get to
stable.
finish my guess.
You said is the first word. So
Yes,
I
but
kind of
then
think you
usually
had.
I get to sound it out.
You know what? You know what's happened?
Sworn. Oh, I was
You got a
gonna say,
tiebreaker
that's
that
why
you don't have.
sworn. Oh.
We have ended on a tie, which I feel like we're gonna have to have a tiebreaker. Because honestly, that we can we
Because the air's
leave
gone
it?
out of the room. The air's gone out of the room.
This is what?
It's never happened before. I mean, I
It's
know this is
never
the
been
first
done.
season, but it's never been done. We've never had it end. I mean, the thing is, I don't have a tiebreaker, so that
Oh,
means
do we need to come back to it next week?
we're gonna have to come back next week for a
Oh
tiebreaker.
my goodness.
You couldn't even write this. This is the
is
tension is
nonsense.
just going to be building.
You're kidding me.
We're going to have another season 1 is on hold. I'll quickly go into the sable swords.
Nah,
They
stuff
are a loyalist. Yeah, go ahead. They are a compliance-based marine chapter of unknown origin and founding, and they were created in the latter years of the 41st millennium, and making them one of the newest Space Marine chapters to be raised. There is some conflicting evidence apparently in Imperial records. Some of them say it's the 4th founding, which would be in the middle centuries of the 32nd millennium. So it's like following the War of the Beast, basically. So they had a campaign against the largest orc warg since the time of the Great Crusade, Ullanor, led by the mysterious greenskin warlord known as the Beast.
The Beast.
Yeah, and it was them, the newly founded Halo Brethren, and the Imperial Fists. And they formed the Retribution Force to forcibly remove the mad tyrant Draken Vagorich, the Grand Master of Assassins of the Officio Assassinorum and Lord Protector of the Imperium. So they had a little fight against them. It was like 8 solar decades that this dude had ruled the kind of the Imperium. Yeah. And they were part of...
Can I ask,
there's a lot of stuff going on.
Can I ask, because I understand swords, right? Sworn, D. I had like stable, but I was like stable gene seed, stable. What is the British?
Yeah, so it's where I
in?
keep all of my equines, so it's equestrian horses stable. But being British, obviously I've needlessly added this, which is T. So I've added T because I'm British. So if you take the T out of stable, it becomes sable. Oh, you mean just the word sable in general, how we got there?
No, I just the clue. I didn't get how the clue led to sable.
Yeah, so it's Reese, stable, and then we added T because we're British.
We added T? Shouldn't it have been subtracted T?
No, but I say because we're British, we've needlessly added this, which is T, so you can take out the T.
Oh. Okay.
See, this is what upsets me about this game, is he doesn't even understand the clue.
That's the nature of the game. That's the chaos.
I told you guys I was bringing the chaos today.
I worked out the start both times for Ben, and then he just went. He put it into the 40k name generator and worked.
Yes, basically,
I had swords.
He got war, and he was
swords.
Like, got it.
After I had missed on sworn and all this kind of stuff, and like. And dick, right? Like I had put swords together.
Sworn dick.
I was so the sworn dicks. I was so terrified to give up.
I had that
point.
written down.
Yeah.
I had sworn dicks written down.
Sworn dicks.
Oh yeah.
Sworn dicks.
That's one of my other favorite chapters. Yeah.
I had Curse Dark. I just literally wrote down crap bollocks ass. Just come out of my.
I was stable gene seed, stable. Like I was like, okay, stable. It can't be stable anymore. So I was totally lost on that. I was like, the barn swords, the stable swords.
It's not bad actually. But yeah, the sable sword chapter is a pretty decent looking color scheme. It's basically all black with some white trim. It's got like white knee pads, white trim, and then white kind of chest regalia. And they've got like cross swords. Yeah, as you imagine, with a chapter with swords in the title. So that is the end.
Wow.
Only just of season 1, but not quite. It is ... the end ? To be continued, and we're going to have to take it over and play it over one more time.
Play it over.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
What a roller coaster ride. We've not yet finished.
My heart is pounding. I'm not even joking. My heart is pounding right now.
I can't believe we have tied up the scores. You couldn't write it. Tied up the scores.
Next week, just to clarify, is going to be one tiebreaker,
just
right?
One.
It's going to be, I'm going to have to think of a suitable end, but it might just be one. It might just be one.
I reckon just one, and you can't get a half point.
Yeah, it's just whoever gets
all or
it
nothing.
wins.
Yeah, it's like golden goal, all or nothing. Because I'm sick of having my lunch cup. They call him the old Ben the lawnmower, just cutting me grass every time I turn around.
He definitely, he was so,
I was behind so much.
I got a quick announcement to make myself feel good again. A quick announcement. I just on the technological grapevine, I just received an email. Did you know our podcast has officially hit 10,000 downloads?
Whoa!
I mean, I knew that. I knew that because I also got that email. But did you know that?
Oh.
Well,
I did not know that. So this is great news
more for the
me.
people at home. So please, obviously, the people playing Legions of Russ would have just shouted out their name and excitement now for that as well.
Yes.
Yes.
But just
10K downloads.
That's unbelievable. That's so
pretty-
huge.
really
Thank
cool.
you to all the people out there listening. That's unreal. And that's not a number I ever thought I would see associated with a podcast that I was on. So thank you, everybody.
Unless it was a
Really,
petition.
We love.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cease and desist
Yeah.
letters and
To
stuff
remove
like
you
that.
from the air. Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously.
very cool. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm
Apart
just
from
like,
the standard.
here we are again. You know what I mean? Just say
Yeah.
one thing, one time,
One
and
thing.
20,000
Yep.
people. Anyway, whatever.
I didn't realize that many people listened. But no, thank you. That is unreal. That's crazy.
Yeah,
talk.
really very, very cool, guys. Thank you so much. Because you guys made that happen. And,
You did.
it's
They did
very
exactly right.
cool. Yeah.
Um,
and speaking of the people,
Ooh.
so sorry, Reese. Were you? I don't want to walk over your.
No,
I don't want to
no,
cut you. I
please.
don't want to lawn. I don't want to lawn mow all over your segue.
Nothing would have changed from today so far. So carry on.
Yeah.
Speaking of the people, we have to announce finally, guys. We have lives and jobs and families. I'm so sorry. This is the quickest we could get it out.
Yes.
The top 10 for the Intercessor challenge. Okay, Intercession, whatever. Right now, listen. I'm just gonna say we had over
Say it.
100 submissions, which is
Ooh.
like
Crazy.
almost double what we had last time with over 50. Right, so.
Madness.
This was very difficult. I don't know if you guys want to. Yeah. This was very, very difficult. So
Yes.
there are so many incredible, but we have boiled it down to 10, picking stuff that, oh, this is really interesting. You don't see this a lot, or just stuff that, makes our hobby heart happy. But this was tough, right, guys, to pick? Would you
Yeah.
agree?
I
was
spent
a
a
tricky
very
one.
long time looking at Intercession kill teams.
Yeah,
and
they're all so good.
I developed a system where I was like, this one gets like at first it was just I was writing down the names ones I like, and then it was all of a sudden it was like, oh, but I think I like that one a bit more. So then I'd do a name with a tick next to it, and then by the end I had like ones with like 3 ticks next to it. And I'm like, what happened? So I had to go back to the ones at the start and be like, what does 3 ticks represent now? It took me a long time. It was a terrible system.
Right. Yeah. Russ, do you have anything to say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
Right.
it was fun. It was fun going through the submissions, and there were so many good ones. And like Reese, my system for ones I liked just kept getting reevaluated as I went down and just thought, that's cool. Remember that. Also cool, very cool. And I had to go back to look at that
And
for
then
something
lame.
extra. Yeah. Ben's.
Just kidding. Mine
Rubbish.
is lame. I will
Yeah.
admit, mine is the lamest of all. I will admit.
I'm glad it's been said.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been thought a lot, but
Without any further ado, guys, should I just rattle off the names, or do you?
Yes, so this
let's
is
just
our
rattle
top
off
10 in
Yeah.
no order, in no
in
particular,
no particular order.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, can I get a drum roll, please? And the top 10. Oh, okay. I thought I was
we
going to keep
finished,
going.
so you can go.
You finished. Okay, just to get me through it. So the top 10 Intercession Challenge winners are, in no particular order, we have. I'll start with my. Okay, so here we go. In no particular order. This is a Russ.
Russ, are you ready? Ben,
Yes,
are
Russ.
you ready?
Yeah, Reese, are you ready? Yeah. So
I'm ready.
here we go. Reading from our list in no particular order. We have Deep Fatty,
Oh,
Shoo.
Drew B,
Boo.
Extremely Average Gamer,
Extremely.
SHD Umbra,
Mhm.
Umbra, Primaris
Umbra.
Painter,
Ooh.
Black Sword,
Mm.
Lord Shaper,
Oh, the Lord.
Hatchman or Hatchman, Beans, and last but certainly not least, because it's a lovely yellow scheme that really makes all of our hearts happy, is Brother Bear. And that is our
Ooh.
top 10 for the Intercession Challenge. You guys are the top 10. So by the time this goes live, in the link of the description here in this video, there will be voting. So you can vote.
Yes.
I'll have it set up a Google voting poll thing. And so you can vote and, vote for your favorite. And we will say you have, what? How long do they have, guys? A week, 2 weeks? A week?
3 years.
A week to vote? 3 whole years to vote.
Three
yeah.
whole
That feels like a good
solar
round number.
years.
Old enough to legally vote in the time
Yeah.
it'll take us to announce this contest. No, I'd say a week is a pretty
Let's
decent.
say a weekish. We'll
Yeah.
announce. Let's say a weekish. Yeah, in casual style, a weekish. Yeah. So you have a
Mm.
week to vote, and the winner gets a kill team of their choosing. So
Yes.
a kill team, singular team box of your choosing. Our last winner, Squat Bench Dry Brush, chose orcs, and so he got an orc box. So
Is it true, Ben, that your people will also hand paint, build full
what we've
scenic
heard.
bases and put LEDs in them as well?
Well, they're my people, not our people. So
Oh, I see. I
Wow.
see. Okay.
yeah,
Got me.
it's a real my clause there.
I'll stay in my lane then. That's fine.
Yeah, so this is very exciting, guys. This really blew all of us out of the water. This is our most successful challenge to date. I will say this because, you know, as your 3 favorite kill team boys, or potentially maybe only 2 of us here are your
Top
favorite
10,
kill team
top
boys.
10.
Yeah, maybe you hate one of us.
Mm.
We're gonna have
More
to take
than
a little bit of a break from challenges, right? Do you guys think we're gonna put a pause on it, a light pause through the holiday season, and then we will come back to it in the new year because
After October.
October, yes.
Yes. For those who have already started,
Yes.
don't panic.
Thank you. Yeah, we're canning the October challenge. We hate
Christmas is
orcs.
canceled, boys.
What?
Yeah, Reese just spent 300 US or
Yeah.
not US
didn't collect
Australian
orcs.
dollars. Yeah.
I
Which is
genuinely didn't
almost
have any.
£10.
I'm like, let's do an orc challenge. I don't even have any bits to kit bash orcs with. I had to buy some.
Oh wow. Yeah. So after this challenge, so guys, the Intercession challenge was a smash success. Amazing.
Yes.
You guys just blew it out of the water. Thank you for participating. It's very cool to all be doing this together and kind of bring us together as a community. And we love that. That's why we do these KTC challenges. But it does require, it takes time to make content. It takes time to edit. It takes time to plan. On top of that, to build and paint a certain team when you already have other projects going on is just letting you behind the curtain. It can be a bit of a time sucker for us all here. So taking a break, but it will be back. Right?
Yes.
We'll be back.
We want to make them a bigger deal when we do them. We want to make it that we're looking
instead of just a
forward to it, that
rolling.
they're not just a rollover. We want to make it that there might be only, 1 or 2, but they're really exciting when they come up. People are amped. They're
Right.
champing to get it.
Yep. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, love it. And so I think that's it. That closes out the Intercession challenge. Vote like a crazy person in the description and decide your winner. And I'm excited. They're all 10 are great. And guess what? All 100 plus are really great. This is less
from
about
Ben's.
winning and more about apart from mine. Yeah.
Just one.
Thank you. This is more about just participating as a community. And we have some honorable mentions that you'll probably hear about in a different video. But don't worry, all submissions will be featured in a video, a special announcement video. But just wanted to get that out of the way for you people because we love you.
Yes, we don't want people to. We know people have been waiting to hear. We know people are anxious to see. And unfortunately, not everyone can be a winner, but you're all winners in our hearts.
Yes,
That's true. You're all winners in Reese's heart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is it just? Oh, it's just me. Okay, just me. Yep. I love you. Welcome. Room for all.
And 96 of you are losers in Russ's heart.
You join me in that view.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks guys. You're the best.
Thank
We're
you
joking
so
around.
much.
It really is very special.
Yeah,
Honestly, very
it's
special.
amazing. It's such a cool thing to do the challenges.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
everyone
think-
participating is fantastic.
I think that's it for the show today. That's us
Yeah,
done.
I think that
Put a
is
fork
it.
in us. We got a hard out today.
I
if you
have
know
a
what
hard
mean.
out that was 3 minutes ago.
Well past Ben's bedtime. Thank you for listening. Make sure subscribing, liking, commenting.
Yes,
Make sure you
thank
put
you so
Finn
much.
in the comments below if you manage to get all the way through our ramblings. We love to see that people actually get it. And hey, we've got 10,000 downloads. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your hobby groups, tell your hobby shops. Hey, we want to keep growing, want to keep expanding this. So every new ear and new listener is always welcome in the Kill Team Casuals family. So thank you so much for all that you guys do.
Yes, and I just want to give a shout out to, we have a new Legionary of Russ. His name is Adrian, and he's a really cool dude. And I just did his, I actually just recorded a podcast or just an interview on his channel, AO Adrian. And it was lovely guy. And I just want to give a shout out to him because he's a great dude, and he's the second ever Legionary of Russ. I just want to give him a quick shout out.
Wow, can't wait. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh geez, I can't hold on to one belt, so that one I'm gonna have like death grip on. Like, you're not taking it. Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Ben from Battle Brothers Tabletop.
Thank you very much, Russ from GFN Gaming.
And thank you very much, Reese from Threes 2 Wound. If you've made it to the end of the podcast, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for supporting us making these podcasts. You are the veterans of the long cast, and a huge thank you to our patrons who help us keep making this content for you. So a big thank you to Kill Team Ken, Roscoe88, Red Panda, Justin Kung, TS Freebooter, Vulture B, Average Joe 27, Kill Team Cascadia, Craig Lincoln, George, Alan Chapman, Hillux, Swanky Mofo, Stooge Co, Admiral Rudy, Joseph Calamars, Michael Richards, Gordon Ballantyne, Dave B, G, Io Adrian, the new Legionary of Russ, Andre Mellette, and Derek Go. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next podcast.